When you think of anime, this might be what comes to mind. I mean, most shows have a standard look to them, but every now and then we get an anime series that just can't help standing out. Here are some reasons why you should love JoJo if you love art and fashion. Not that JoJo. If you don't already know what JoJo is, here's a brief introduction. JoJo is short for JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. It's a manga series written and illustrated by Hirohiko Araki. Its first publication was in 1987, with the first episode of the anime adaptation aired in 1993. Now, I'm not gonna be like the average JoJo fan and go on and on about all the crazy things that this show has to offer, but I am gonna talk about Araki's love for art and how it translates into his work. The first part of the JoJo series starts with 16-year-olds that are beefy. Araki drew a lot of inspiration from another popular manga series at the time, Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star depicted men with big, bodybuilder-like physiques, and it was the norm for this era in anime. Over time, we get to see the shrinkage of the JoJos, where they get slimmer and slimmer every season, and this, in my opinion, is a beautiful visual representation of the growth and evolution of Araki as an artist. If you watch the JoJo series one after the other, you might not realize how different the style changes over the parts. In an interview with Vogue Plus, Araki explains that the character slimming down is the transition from external physical power to an inner spiritual power. Araki challenges the traditional gender norms by drawing his male characters in more feminine poses. He embraces the idea of beautiful men. One of the iconic pieces of JoJo is the wild and creative poses that the characters have. If you think that they look like they belong on a magazine cover, well, it's because they are on magazine covers. Araki draws his inspiration from real-life fashion models and their outfits. He manages to capture the ethereal beauty of high fashion in his characters. An art form like anime is the perfect medium to get away with having your characters break out in dramatic poses because of the suspension of disbelief. This is something that we allow fashion shoots to have as well. We definitely see a parallel between his art style and fashion illustrations. The vibrant colors of the world in JoJo give the series its iconic look. The beautiful clashes of color are by no accident either. Araki views his work as classical. When we place his work next to French post-impressionist artist Paul Gauguin, we can start to see where the classical techniques come from. Gauguin's work is iconic for its surreal style known as synthesism, known for its flat areas of colors and bold outlines. Araki has stated that he has been fond of Gauguin's work ever since he was a young boy, and that they would later provide inspiration for the style of JoJo. It was Gauguin's use of vibrant, unrealistic color and color blocking that inspired Araki the most. Araki also uses the work of Michelangelo as inspiration for his characters. The amazing details and precision of Michelangelo's study of the human anatomy are what made the blueprint for the anatomy of the later JoJo characters. So why am I telling you all this? Why do I want you to watch JoJo? To be honest, I'm not even a huge fan of fashion. In fact, I barely know anything about it, or even about classical art. But JoJo has made me more interested in those things. It made me want to find out more about what it means to be expressive, what it means to embrace femininity and masculinity. Araki has made this platform where it is less intimidating to learn about fashion and classical art. I find myself browsing through high fashion magazines because of JoJo, and that inspires me to create more with my artwork. In between all that silliness and wild antics in the show, you get real works of art. Watching JoJo is not just watching another anime series, it's watching the extension of the artist and its evolution over time. It's an open journey that Araki invites you to join him on. With every pound a JoJo loses, with every outfit getting more outrageous, and with every color disobeying the natural world, you get to see Araki find more and more of himself in his art. And hopefully, you would find a little bit of yourself in JoJo, just like I did.